Okay, so I'll be moving on my mat. All right. So good morning, ladies. Good morning, and thank you for joining our 60-minute gentle yoga class. My name is Teacher Beth, and in a gentle yoga class, the poses or the flow is quite somehow smooth, light, but we'll be staying in the pose for a couple of breaths. One breath is one inhale and one exhale. So I'd like to invite you to really feel what's happening in the body. We will be like holding the pose, minimum 5 breaths, for you to be able to feel what's really happening inside us. Okay. I will do some instructions in terms of the body alignments, but I would like you to give more importance to what's happening in the body. All right. And for July, we're going to be focusing on flexibility. So for today's peak pose, it will be dancer's pose. Okay? So in dancer's pose, kailangan din natin ng leg strength. But of course, any balancing pose requires mind and focus. And it's more of a confidence. All right? So in case you feel that you need to breathe later, stop, catch your breath, go to child's pose, and then listen to your body if you need to follow and if you're ready to follow already. Okay? So in case you have any previous injuries or medical conditions of any sort, please make sure that you have the approval of your doctor to proceed with the practice. All right? So we begin. Let's go to an easy seated cross-legged position. Okay. Both sit bones are grounded on the mat. Adjust your butt cheeks. Relax your shoulders. Spine is long and straight. I always say that it's good to sit with dignity. Put your hands on top of your thighs, palms facing down or palms facing up in a receiving manner. We will be starting our breathing exercises in this pose. And if you feel safe, I invite you to close your eyes. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth with a gentle ah sound. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Fill your lungs with air. Exhaling out through the mouth with a gentle ah sound. Inhale deeply as you feel your lungs expanding. Exhaling everything that no longer serves you. Now this time we'll try to hold our breath. 4 counts in through the nose, holding our breath for 4 counts. Exhaling longer, maybe 5 counts. We begin. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling out through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your hands, relax your thighs. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Exhaling completely. And you do your normal breathing as you set the intention for today's practice. Keeping this intention all throughout the practice. Maybe going back to this intention as we pause for a couple of breaths in certain poses. Quieting the mind and the body preparing for the practice today. And in your next breath, gently open your eyes. Let's put a smile on our faces as we begin our flow. Inhale, lift our hands up, palms together. We look up, we look at our thumbs. Exhaling, hands down, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, raise your hands up, palms together. Look at your thumbs. Exhaling, hands down, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale deeply. Lift your hands, palms together. Look at your thumb. Feel the length of your body. Exhaling, hands down, chin to chest. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhaling as we bend to the right. Bend your right elbow, your left hand alongside your ears. Pull your shoulders back, open chest, look up. Stay here for 5, 4. Check if both of your sit bones are grounded on the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift both hands up. Exhale as you bend to the left. You can bend your elbows. And then put your right hand alongside your ears. Feel the good stretch on the right side of the body. Inhale as you pull your shoulders back, open chest, look up. You can stay here or you can look at your right hand. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift both hands up. We will be twisting to the right. Left hand on top of your right thigh. Your right hand a couple of inches away from you. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale as you gently twist. Look at your right shoulder. Not much effort needed at this point, but please make sure that both of your sit bones are grounded on the mat. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to relax your shoulders. And 5. Inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale as we twist to the left side. Right hand on top of your left thigh. Inhale, sit up straight, lengthen your body. Exhaling as you twist, look at your beautiful left shoulder. Stay here for 5 breaths. If you can hear yourself breathing, that would be perfect. Sit up straight. Relax your shoulders. Relax your thighs. Inhale, lift both hands up. Exhale as we fold forward. We may bend our elbows first. Inhale to lengthen, look forward. Exhale as you fold more. You can stay here or gently crawl your hands away from your body. Take an inhale again to lengthen, look forward. Exhale as you try to fold more. Every inhale, lengthen your body. Every exhale, try to fold as much as you can. Allow the process, allow the gravity to do its work. I can feel this on my hamstrings, on my lower back, on my upper back. On your next breath, look forward, inhale, and then gently crawl your hands back to your body. I'm going to be switching sides so you can see my hands. Inhale, raise your hands to the side. Exhale as you bend your right hand, your left hand, pull your right elbow to the left side. You may stay here or clasp your hands together at the back. If you're having difficulty, you can hold just your clothes or use a towel or a blanket to support you. Open your shoulders, open your chest. Look forward. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, release gently. Everything on the left side. Lift your left hand up, bend your left elbow, gently pull your left elbow with your right hand to the right side. You can stay here, open your chest, or clasp your hands together at the back. Listen to your body. Try to relax your shoulders as much as you can. Feel the good stretch on the left shoulder, on the left side of the body. On your next breath, release the pose. Let's all meet in tabletop. So in tabletop, hands are below the shoulders, knees are below the hips, the knees are hip width apart. Untuck your toes. Let's do some cat and cow flow. Inhale slowly for cow. Raise your tailbone, put your belly down, open your chest, stretch your front neck, look up. And then we go for cat pose. Really round your back, tuck your tailbone in, put your chin to your chest. Let's connect the breathing. Inhale for cow. Exhaling for cat pose. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhaling for cat pose. Last one. Inhale for cow. Exhaling for cat pose. On your next breath, look forward, control spine. We're going to be threading the needle. Inhale, raise your right hand up. Look at the tip of your right hand. Exhaling as you thread your right hand under your body. Allow your right shoulder, right ear, right cheek to touch the mat. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently, with the help of your left hand, go back to tabletop. Everything on the right, on the left side. Inhale, lift your left hand up. Look at the tip of your left hand. And then thread your left hand under your body. Feel the stretch on the left shoulder. Left ear, left cheek is on the mat. Listen to your body here. On your next breath, with the help of your right hand, let's go to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Inhale and lift your knees up a couple of inches away from the mat. Let's stay here for 10 breaths. Squeeze your core. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can feel this on your hands and your arms. Grip the mat with your fingertips to release the pressure from your wrist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, straighten slowly your knees for a first downward facing dog. So you can pedal your feet from side to side since this is a first downward facing dog, or sway your hips from side to side as well. Let's check our alignment. Feet are hip distance width apart. Heels may or may not touch the mat. Knees may be bent or straight. Listen to your body. Shoulders away from the ears. Arms are long and straight. 10 fingers spread wide, gripping the mat. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, push your chest to your thighs. 3, keep your eyes open. 4, and 5. On your next breath, you soften the knees, you look forward. You walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, put your hands in your shin bone, flat back. Exhaling, you may want to bend your knees for a first forward fold. Inhale, slowly and gently, circle, sweep your arms up. Palms together, you look up. Exhaling, hands down, mountain pose. Standing stretch. Inhale, lift hands up, palms together. Palms faces the ceiling. Give yourself a good stretch, just like waking up in the morning. I'll face you so you can see me. Take an inhale. Exhale as you bend to the right. Pull your shoulders back, open chest, look up. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift, hands up. Exhale as you bend to the right. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift. Clasp your hands together at the back. Pull your shoulders together. Open chest, look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now release your hands. Shake your arms. Shake your legs. Sun salutations to wake up and energize your body. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up, palms together, you look up. Exhaling, dive gracefully forward. You may want to bend your knees if you want. Inhale, flat back. You have the option to put your hands in your shin bones or fingertips on the mat. Exhaling, we fold again. Step one leg back, followed by the other for plank pose. Stay here for 5 breaths. 1, grip the mat with your fingertips. 2, squeeze your core. 3, imagine one long parallel line from your feet to your head. 4, don't hold your breath. And 5, put your knees down, untap your toes, bend your elbows, allow your stomach and chest to feel the mat. Squeeze yourself, hug yourself, elbows pointing at the back. Inhale for a cobra, open chest, look up. Exhaling, tucking toes, hips high, downward facing dog. If you need to pedal your feet from side to side, please feel free to do so. Breathing. Trying to push your chest or thighs. Heels may or may not touch the mat. On your next breath, look forward. Step your right foot in between your hand. Your left knee is down on the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your hands alongside your ears, crescent lunge. Right knee pointing forward. Hips are square. Arms alongside your ears. Take an inhale here. Exhale as you try to push your hips down. Inhale again. Exhale as you try to have a baby back bend. Opening your chest, looking up. Make sure that your right knee is pointing forward. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put your hands down. Lift your left knee up. Step your right leg. It's all meet in plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees down. Untap your toes. Bend your elbows for crocodile. Inhaling for cobra. Squeeze your butts. Exhaling, tucking toes, hips high. Downward facing dog. Push your chest, your thighs. Try to straighten your knees, but listen to your body. On your next breath, you look forward and then step your left foot this time in between your hand, right knees down on the mat. Untap your right toes. Inhale, lift hands alongside your ears. Left knees pointing forward, hips are square. Inhale, squeeze your core. Exhale, push your hips down more. Feel the good stretch on the right hip flexors. Take an in-breath. Exhale as you try to have a baby back bend. Stay here for 5. If you're having difficulty with your knee, you can put a towel or a blanket to support you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, and then exhale, put your hand down. Lift your right knee up. Step your left foot at the back. Let's all meet in plank. Take an inhale, and then put your knees down. Untuck your toes. Bend your elbows for crocodile. Inhaling for cobra, open chest, look up. Exhaling, let's all meet in child's pose. Chest and thighs, chest in your thighs, chin on the mat, or forehead on the mat. Arms are extended. Lift your fingertips. Imagine you're playing a piano. Stay here for 5. Maybe go back to the intention. Maybe feeling what's happening in the body at this point. On your next breath, let's all meet in tabletop. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees a couple of inches away from the mat. Take an in-breath. And then exhaling to downward facing dog. If you can hear yourself breathing. Pushing your chest, your thighs. On your next breath, soften the knees, you look forward. This time, step your feet in between your hands. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhaling, knee forward. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up. Palms together, look up. Exhaling, hands in heart center. Hands down, mountain pose. A little bit faster this time. Inhale, lift hands up. Palms together, look up. Exhaling, forward fold, swan dive gracefully. Inhale, flat back. Exhaling, we fold again. Step one leg back, followed by the other for plank pose. Stay here for 5. Grip the mat with your fingertips. 3, 2, and 1. You can put your knees down or bend your elbows to chat around you. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, tucking toes, hips high, downward facing dog. Just 2 breaths here. On your next breath, you look forward, step your right foot in between your hands, left knee is down, inhale, crescent low lunge. Inhale again. Exhale, push hips down. Take an in-breath again. And then baby back bend. Stay here for just 3, 2, and 1. Put your hands down. Lift your left knee up. Step your right foot back. Let's all meet in plank pose. Take an in-breath here. You can put your knees down or straightly bend your elbows for chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, tucking toes, hips high, downward facing dog. Try to push your chest, your thighs. Imagine an inverted letter V from your body. Hear yourself breathing. On your next breath, you look forward. Step your left foot in between your hand, right knees down on the mat. Inhale, lift your hands alongside your ears. Exhale, try to relax your shoulders. Take an in-breath again. And then exhale as you push your hips down, lower. Inhale again. Exhale as you try to have a baby back bend. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, left knee is pointing forward, 2, and 1. Inhale, and put your hands down. Lift your right knee up. Step your left foot back, plank pose. Take an in-breath again, and then bend your elbows for chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Squeeze your butt. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Really try to push your thighs, your chest, your thighs. On your next breath, you look forward. Step your right foot in between your hand, your left foot, 45 degrees. Inhale, lift your hands up, palms together, warrior 1. So your right knee is over ankle, thighs parallel to the floor. Squeeze your core. Stay here for 5. You can look forward or you can look at your thumb. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I invite you to open your body to the left side. Warrior 2. Your right knee still bent. Adjust your left leg. Flatten your left foot on the mat. Tuck your tailbone in. Roll your shoulders back. Look at your right hand. Stay here for 5. Bend your knees, your right knee 90 degrees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's reverse the warrior. Left hand on your left thigh, right hand alongside your ears. Your right knee still bent. 5. I can feel this on my right leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle your arms down. Step your right foot back. Let's all meet in plank. You have the option to put your knees down or slightly bend your elbows for crocodile or chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Open chest. Stretch your front neck. Squeeze your butt. Exhaling, tucking toes. Hips high, downward facing dog. You might feel that your right side is somehow longer than your left side. So we need to do the flow to the other side to balance the body. On your next breath, look forward, step your left foot in between your hand, right foot, 45 45 degrees angle. Inhale, lift your hands up. Warrior one. Palms together. You can look forward or look at your thumb. Left knee over ankle. Thighs parallel to the floor. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we open the body to the right. Adjust your right leg. Left knee still bent. Right foot is flat on the mat. Open your arms wide. Tuck your tailbone in. Shoulders away from the ears. Look at the tip of your left hand. This is warrior two. Strong and stable hands, just like a warrior. Bend your knees 90 degrees as much as you can. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take an in breath. Let's reverse the warrior. Right hand on your right thigh, left hand alongside your ears. Stay here for 5, 4, bend as much as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Circle your arms now. Let's do our vinyasa. Left foot steps at the back. Inhale, and then exhaling chaturanga or crocodile. Inhaling for cobra. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Feeling the stretch of your body, the lengthening of our body at this point. On your next breath, you soften the knees, you look forward. You step at the top of the mat. Hands and shin bones flat back. Exhaling, we fold. Allow the gravity to do its work. Put your hands beside your feet. Allow your neck and your head to hang loose. Keep your eyes open. You will feel that your hamstrings are lengthening. You will feel that your lower back and your upper back is also lengthening. On your next breath, take an inhale, and then we go to chair pose. Bend your knees, toes together, knees together. Squeeze your inner thigh together. Tuck your tailbone in, suck the belly in, and really sit as low as you can. Lift your hands alongside your ears. Stay here for 5, 4, go lower, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your knees. If you feel the need to shake your knees, roll your shoulders back, or shake your hands, please feel free to do so. Testing our balance. We're gonna do tree pose. So put your feet hip distance width apart. Inhale as you put the weight of your body on your left leg. My tree pose is like this. Hug your right knee. And then I step my right foot inside my left inner thigh. So if you're having difficulty, you can put your right foot here or your shin bones or your inner left thigh. We also have modifications in tree pose with the hands. You can do prayer hands in heart center. Or inhale, lift your hands up, open hands. Or if you want to do more, prayer hands at the back. Or just even holding the opposite elbow to open your chest. You have modifications. We'll stay here for 5 minutes. Look at one point to help you focus and balance. Try to point your right knee to the right side as much as you can. Feel your left leg strength. Open your chest. Keep your eyes open. Closing your eyes is really a challenge. Then gently release the hands, release your legs, everything on the other side. Inhale, put your weight on your right leg. Exhale as you hug your left knee. And then put your left foot inside your right thigh. Modifications on the hand, prayer hands in heart center. Open your arms high or hold your opposite elbows at the back or reverse prayer hands. Just make sure that you really open your groins. Left knee is really pointing to the left side. Quiet your mind and the body. Remember, every balancing pose is a mind activity. On your next breath, release your hands, release your leg, shake your legs. Feet are hip distance width apart. Inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale as you fold forward. Hold your big toes. If you need to bend your knees, please feel free to do so. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you fold, bend your elbows. Allow the gravity to handle. We'll be staying here in this pose for a while. Really lengthening our body. Keep your eyes open. Try to push your chest, your thighs as much as you can. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale as you fold again. Release your big toes. Inhale, look forward. Exhaling, step one leg back, followed by the other for plank pose. Take an in-breath. Exhaling, bend your elbows or put your knees on the mat if you need to. Exhaling, inhaling for upward facing dog. And then exhaling, downward facing dog. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, go to tabletop. Exhaling, prepare for dynamic tiger pose. Inhale, stretch your right leg, the back, and then put your left arm forward. You can stay here or bend your right knee. Hold your right foot with your left hand. Inhale, lift your right leg as much as you can. Look forward. Stay here for 5. Lift your legs more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. We'll do everything on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg at the back, and then put your right hand forward. Left toe is pointing to the mat. You can stay here or bend your left knee. Reach for your left foot with your right hand. Lift your left leg as high as you can. Focus on one point. Stay here for 5. Lift your left leg as high as you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your legs gently, slowly. Push your body forward. Allow your stomach and your chest to rest on the mats. Let's prepare for locust pose. Relax your shoulders. Put your toes together. Inhale, lift leg. And then lift your chest. Lift your hands. Imagine reaching something at the back. Lift your legs as high as you can. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Catch your breath. You can put your right or your left cheek on the mat. Relax your shoulders. Acknowledging what's happening in your body. Feel the stretch. Feel the lengthening of your body. Feel the strengthening of your legs. On your next breath, look forward. Put your hands beside your chest. Inhale for cobra. Open chest. Squeeze your butt. Exhaling. Tucking toes. Hips high. Downward facing dog. Just try to push your chest, your thighs. For those of you who are advanced in your practice, you can do some variations of downward facing dog. You can put your left hand on your right heel and open your chest. Look up. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hand only for those who are advanced in their practice or if you want to do more. We'll do everything on the other side. Inhale as you reach your right hand to your left heel. Open your chest, look up. For those of you who are in downward facing dog, just try to push your chest, your thighs as much as you can. On your next breath, release your hands. You look forward and then step your right foot in between your hand. Left knee is down on the mat. Untuck your left toes. We go for runner's lunge first. Adjust your body, preparing for half split pose. Take an in-breath, and then exhale as you push your body back. Lift your right toes, put your hands beside your right foot. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you fold, half split pose. If you need to bend your right knee, please feel free to do so. A good stretch in your hamstrings, on your lower back, on your upper back. Fold as much as you can. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rebend your right knee. Lift your left leg up. Step your right foot to the back. Let's all meet in plank. Take an in-breath. And then put your knees down. Go to crocodile. Inhaling for cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Try to push your chest, your thighs. On your next breath, look forward. Step your left foot in between your hand. Right knee is down on the mat. Inhale, lift, put your hands on top of your thighs. Runner's lunge. Preparing for half split pose. Take an in-breath and then push your body back. Straighten your left leg. Flex your left toes. Put your hand beside your left foot. Take an inhale to lengthen, look forward. Exhale as you fold forward. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look forward, rebend your knee, your left knee. Lift your right knee up. Step your left foot at the back. Plank pose. And then bend your elbows or bend your knees. Go to crocodile or chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhaling for child's pose. Listen to your body here. Put your chest or thighs. Sit on your heels. Arms alongside your body. Lift your fingertips as if you're playing the piano. Prepare your mind as we will do the peak pose for today. On your next breath, let's all meet in tabletop. Tuck our toes, push your hips high, downward facing dog. Open our groins. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Point your right toes as much as you can. Exhaling as you bend your right knee, opening your groins. Inhale, look forward. Exhale as you step your right foot outside your right hand. Put your left knee down. Untuck your left toes. You can stay here and change sides so you can see what's happening in my body. You can stay here with your hands straight or bend your elbows, clasp your hands together. Put your forehead on top of your hand. Feel the stretch in your groins. This is lizard pose. On your next breath, straighten your hand, look forward, lift your left leg up, step your right foot at the back, take an inhale, and then bend your knees, go to crocodile, inhale for cobra, exhaling for downward facing dog. Everything on the left side, inhale, lift left leg up, point your left toes as much as you can. Exhaling, bend your left knee. Try to touch your left butt cheek with your left foot. Inhale, look forward, and then step your left foot outside your left hand. You can stay with your knees up, or you can put your knees down. You can try to stay here with arms straight, or bend your elbows, clasp your hands together, and then put your forehead on top of the hand. Really acknowledging what's happening in your body. On your next breath, straighten your hand, lift your right leg up, step your left foot at the back, take an inhale, bend your knees. Let's do our vinyasa. Crocodile, inhaling for cobra, exhaling downward facing dog. Try to push your chest, your thighs. On your next breath, you soften the knees, you look forward. You step at the top of the mat. Hands and shin bones or fingertips on the mat. Flat back. Exhaling, we fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up, palms together. Exhaling, let's have a baby back bend. And then we release to mountain. Let's prepare for dancer's pose. So put your feet together, knees are together. Roll your shoulders back. You may want to go in the middle of your mat. And then we put the weight of our body in our left leg. And then bend and hold our right foot. You can prepare first by holding your right foot with both of your hands. Then release your left hand. Inhale as we lift our right leg up. And then extend our left hand forward. Lift your right leg as much as you can. Look at one point to make you focus and balance. Stay here for 10. Lift your right leg as much as you can. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release your legs. Shake your legs. Let's prepare for the other side. Put your weight on your right leg. Bend your left knee. Hold your left foot with both of your hands. Open your chest first. And then release your right hand. Inhale. Exhale as you lift your left leg. And then straighten your right hand forward. Lift your left knee as high as you can. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Shake your legs. Thank your body. Thank your mind. Thank your breath. We can move to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift your hands up. Really feel the good stretch. Exhaling, swan dive gracefully forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhaling, we fold again. And then cross our legs. Transition yourself to a seated position. Extend your legs forward. Flex your toes. Roll your shoulders back. Put your hands beside your chest. Take an inhale. Exhale as you put your chin to your chest. Straighten your spine. Flex your toes. Inhale, look forward. Release that stretch, that tension on your legs. We're gonna do a seated forward fold. Inhale, lift hands up. Exhale as you fold forward. You may want to hold your shin bones or the outside of your feet. Just make sure that you flex your foot. Inhale to lengthen, look forward. Exhale as you fold more. If you want to engage more, lift your elbows up. If you're feeling that you're rounding your back, bend your knees. Slightly bend your knees. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift. And then we hug our right knee. Step our right foot outside your left thigh. Inhale, lift left hand up. Exhale, open your body to the right side. Your right hand a couple of inches away from your butt. Sit up straight, don't lean back. Inhale, squeeze your core. Exhale as you twist more. Make sure that your left toes are flexed. A good massage on your digestive system. On your next breath, release the pose. Release your right leg. Shake your legs if you feel the need to. And then bend your left knee. Step your left foot outside your right thigh. Sit up straight, sit with dignity. Inhale, lift right hand up. Exhale as you open your body to the left. Your right elbow goes outside your left thigh. Your left hand a couple of inches away from your butt. Inhale to lengthen, sit up straight. Exhale as you twist. In every inhale, try to squeeze your core. In every exhale, try to twist more. It's a very good pose for your metabolism and your digestive system. On your next breath, release the pose. Bend both knees, hold the backs of your thigh, and slowly go to supine pose. Open your arms wide in a T position. Knees are still bent. Inhale, lift both knees up. Now, if you need to hug your knees, do so, and then sway your hips from side to side for a gentle back massage. Inhale to center. Exhale as you drop both knees to the right side. Look at your left hand. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift both knees up. Exhale as you drop knees to the left side. Look at your right hand. And then inhale, lift both knees up. Exhale as you drop your legs to the mat. Open your legs as wide as your mat. Allow your toes to drop to both sides. Hands beside the body, palm facing up. If you feel safe, close your eyes. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Last one, inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's relax our body from the tip of our toes. Let's relax our feet. Relax our legs. Relax our knees, our thighs. Relax our pelvic area. Relax our core. Let's relax our fingertips, our hands, our arms. Let's relax our shoulders and chest. Let's relax the neck, the jaw, the tongue. Let's relax your beautiful face. Let's relax the whole body as we feel it melting to the ground. Enjoying Shavasana. Enjoy this quiet time for yourself. We'll be ending the practice together. Now, bringing the awareness back to the body, gently wiggle your toes, wiggle your hands, sway your head from side to side, put your feet together, lift your hands alongside your ears, and give yourself a good stretch, just like waking up in the morning. And if you feel you have enough, you go to that sideline position, creating a pillow from your hand, still keeping your eyes closed. Feeling the difference of your body from how we started the practice today. Thanking your body for showing up to the mat today. Thanking your breath for the energy and focus. And with a gentle push of your hand, let's all make it an easy sort of cross-legged position. Eyes are still closed. We'll be ending the practice together with 3 deep cleansing breaths. Inhale, lift your hands up in prayer. Exhaling everything down to your heart center. Inhale, lift your hands up in prayer. Exhaling everything down to your heart center. Last one, inhale, lift your hands up in prayer. Exhaling everything down to your heart center. We bow down our head and quietly say the words, I attract and receive all the love that I dream of and deserve. Gently open your eyes, bringing yourself back into your room, back into your light. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. This is Teacher Bev. Namaste. Thank you ladies for joining. I hope I was able to lead you. I'm gonna stop our video.